Greetings, Mandrake here. This is Mission 7, Spire, on difficulty Legendary, with all skulls on, with the exception of Bandana. This is continuing series without the Bandana deal. It's still LASO. Now this mission, since the work I did on pretty much all the excavation site work, this fob has already been captured, so when I get in here I can just fast travel to the fob and start equipping Marines with weapons, getting set up to go down and do the mission Spire. Because on this mission, or at least for this area, I've already rescued Pronto Squad, collected the 2 Spartan cores, and again, like I said, I've already captured the fob. So all really left to do here is just the mission. And so get here, fast travel to the base, get the Razorback.
Keep it in one piece, huh?
My loadouts for my loadout is going to be a sentinel beam and a full sniper rifle. I'll kind of go back and forth with what I'm going to select and this and that. I'm a little indecisive. With the Marines, I'm going to do something a little different than what I've done before. I'm going to get 2 of them a volatile skewer, because I already took care of that high value target that didn't get in. And got his so I can requisition that weapon. And so I'm going to give
Spartan.
Marines, 3 Marines are going to have sentinel beams. 2 of them are going to have the volatile skewer. I'm eventually going to jump in the hog with a full sniper rifle, and I want to say the sentinel beam. I might actually still have the, what's it called, the cinder shot. I think think about it, I think I'd leave behind the cinder shot. We'll see what I end up with.
Oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy this.
This mission really doesn't take that long, but I take a while because of thinking ahead with what weapons I want to take with me to fight the Monitor, and what weapons I want to have with me going into Pelican Down. Now, really, there's a lot of thought processing with Pelican Down, so
Looking good, Chief.
absolutely want to take, when this mission is over, when I'm up and finish the fight with the Monitor, what weapons I'm carrying with me to Pelican Down is going to be a full Arcane Sentinel Beam and a full Standard Sentinel Beam.
UNSC ain't dead yet.
And I can go over those
Well, might
details
argue with you.
later.
Take
But
it.
really, it's Pelican Down, you can't fast travel. There's no fobs. You can't requisition anything. There are ammo crates and weapons here and there, but really not an abundance of great weapons and good weapons and ammo and stuff like that. So I will rely on the Marines to do all the killing, for me. It's a very difficult mission. Pelican Down is difficult, especially you throw in with what those hunters can do, and with all the brutes with rocket launchers, and the grunts with the disruptors and throwing nades.
I got shotgun.
It's a complicated and difficult one. So I've got 4 Marines here, and I don't think I go too far before I find a 5th one. So they're equipped the way I want them, and I just need to ride around to see if I can find. Yeah, there we go.
I've got shotgun.
And I'm gonna get this one a sentinel beam. Kind of get going.
Getting off here. Much appreciated.
But on Pelican Down, as I was saying, really just a lot of the planning with this mission is just ensuring I have those 2 weapons, because there's the most effective weapon you can give the Marines while they're in a vehicle. And with the way the game behaves, I want to make sure I take 2 Sentinel Beams. Now, granted, I can't take 2 of the same one, so I'm taking an Arcane absolutely for sure, and the Standard one as a just in case one or the other gets lost, a Marine dies and I get stuck with a checkpoint here I am trying to figure out what weapons I'm
Glad
going
you're
to
with us,
take.
Chief.
I'm taking the full sniper rifle for the main reason is I'm going to go down the hill a partial ways, and I want to take out the brute snipers because they can do a lot of damage with the skewer. They're pretty spot on with their shots. I'm usually moving and driving and avoiding the rockets, or at least for the most part, being able to avoid the rockets. And if you get hit by once, you get hit by a rocket, shit, you're dead, and you go back to a checkpoint, no big deal, you just continue. The skewers, I just don't want to have a hog damage. I don't need to lose a tire or two. I don't need it on fire because this thing needs to be in the best shape possible when going up against the hunters because they'll wreck you.
If we're all done here, Chief, maybe it's time we take a look inside
So I'm
that
gonna-
Forerunner structure.
About around here, or actually a little further down where these grunts are. This is where I'll get set up and trying to take out the two snipers. There's two brute snipers. There's also several brute majors with the rocket launchers and a shield. These guys aren't. That actually worked just fine. This other sniper that I'll run into. So this is just a brute major with a rocket launcher. And I'm not sure
Work with the chief to get him out of cover.
what's up with that headshot. Not counting. And maybe it was a miss. So he's down. You can see the hunters there. It's the red hunters.
And stay out!
There's also going to be an elite and a ghost down below. I'm going to allow the Marines to take care of him.
You
I
guys
just
stand
looking
far
for
from
the
us.
sniper. There's like four more brute majors down there. So there's the sniper. And let's up with the headshots.
Hitting me.
And so that's pretty much all I'm going to do here as far as with the sniper. And we'll get back in the hog and continue with the Marines doing all the killing.
Moving up. Ready when you are.
Don't make me regret this.
This is what we've been training for.
Now the Marines are not that great with the volatile skewer. Seems like their aim can be a little off. Even a stationary target, I'll see them miss. But they can fire faster than us, the players, can. You know, I don't think they deal with much reload. They can just shoot and reshoot.
But I'm kind of having fun.
Haha, you scared him good.
I'm having a hard time here with the rocks. Yeah, this is going to look pretty chaotic here. Rockets, it's a mess. Miss there, that was real nice. Got by that. They were able to take out the brutes. There's still one or two more brutes hanging around here.
Ready for some
Got that one. I think there's another one somewhere. But the thing that got a little irritating is I'm wanting to get my shield back, and there's a little grunt up here. Trying to get my shield back off. No. And it didn't grapple him, and that cost me. Because he was able to shoot me like maybe 2 or 3 times with the disruptor, and it was just enough to really kind of drain my shield quite a bit. It's not completely gone, but it's pretty well drained. And so going into the hunter fight, I want to have a full shield, and I want to where are these Marines? I mean, where do they go wandering off to?
I'm squishy. Let's get out of here.
Firing.
So at this point, I'm looking for an enemy to get my shield back.
Sure thing.
That a jetpack brute that came flying over.
Leave.
You're killing it, Marine.
Again, let's
Well,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
nothing.
I mean, come on, guys. What do you had to take a piss or something? So, looking for an enemy I can melee to get my shield back. And I think they've already killed the ones that were hanging out over here.
I hope someone saw that.
Gold medal in the long jump goes to us.
And yeah, I don't want no part of that. I'm not sure what these guys are going to be. Oh, and there's a skirmisher would have been
Do me a
ideal,
favor and stand right in front of me
but
for a
these
second.
guys would have killed him. I didn't really have much chance. The hog's in good shape. It needs to be in the best shape possible. You can. It's almost unavoidable to get hits by the hunters. Now, as far as attacking the hunters, there are other options. This is the option that I choose. I'm going to use the Marines and the hog to kill off the
This must stop.
hunters. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm looking to find an enemy to again trying to get my shield back, and I did not like the side I got out on.
This is a disgrace, demon! I'll kill you for this!
So that worked out well without any drama. Those Marines will find their way back to or at least try and get back to me. I'm gonna lower the shields here because they'll just get in the way. I parked the Ghost up here so that I can use it as a ramp, and I can jump over that that railing by using the Ghost. There's some weird inconsistencies with that working, though. There's times I haven't quite figured out exactly where you got to hit it, but there's times where
Ready to move.
I hit it one way and had one result that I didn't like, and so, or actually, liked the result I got, went to do it, and the second time, like another run,
Have you ever wondered
exactly
why
where I wanted to
on,
hit it, where I
Marine.
remember it
Enough.
working, and that result did not work at all very well.
Stupid. Let's do it again.
So
I
that
took
worked
plenty
out
of bait,
very
not
well.
Sure which one to focus on.
Now, it's going to be difficult to try and describe the method I try and use as far as the driving method,
Hunters.
but I wanted to do this.
And what
You
do they
can
do?
do this just kind
We
of
don't
back
answer
and
that.
forth
Just get rid of them
from
so I
this
can get us
area
in.
because it's got cover. The hunters have this rapid fire mode that they can really come at you with.
Wrap it up for us,
And
huh?
it's just like unavoidable. It's like the instant they see you, they're gonna hammer you with that rapid fire, and it's hard to figure out when they're gonna do that. There it happened, and I just happened to be in cover. Then they do just the single shots, and I can manage and deal with the single shots. So as I'm saying, as far as the driving method, I want to do this loop action. Like I said, it's difficult to describe, but I try and do this loop, like a circling loop action, where I'm driving towards them, where the Marines can see and shoot them, and at the moment that I see that the hunters are going to shoot back, or at least get a shot on me, then I turn away. So I'm doing the loop right there, so it's working out. I'm able to get a shot, but there's the rapid fire thing, and they can just wreck the hog, lose wheels, and it can be a real mess. So I managed to get one down here. Lost a wheel, but it's fine that it's the rear wheel. It might go a little slower, but my steering will be fine because I still have both front wheels.
They'll never see what's coming.
These Marines, I mean, you get out for just a second, and they will
I'm with you.
just leave you. And I got kind of, I didn't stay away from the hog too long, so they were able to at least fall back right away. So now I got the second one.
To get
it
in, you
was,
need to activate the grav lift.
combination of the skewers and the sentinel beams that seems to be more effective than my past loadouts for the Marines, which was like 4 sentinel beams and 1 sniper. And I think I've even taken away the sniper and just given all 5 sentinel beams.
What's our move,
and done
sir?
it that way. There's times I just don't understand. They seem hesitant to shoot with the sentinel beams, and you know, I'm driving right at them, and it's like, you got a clean shot. Why is no one shooting? And you have one that shoots and then stops, and then another one will shoot, rather than all 5 of them. Because, you know, ideally, when you're aiming, when you're pointing the hog directly towards them, they can all 5 forward. You know, look forward. They can all 5 fire at the same time forward, and as you know, you give them the best. So it's really kind of the best scenario you can give them is to face the hog forward and allow them to aim and look and recognize the enemy and start shooting. Now, what I'm looking at here is, I think I'm trying to decide on what other weapon to carry with me going up to the for the fight. And I guess because my shield is singed, a little damage, I guess I'm looking to get my shield back, along with maybe taking, I guess I'm going to decide on the cinder shot. So first things first, this will work out. I can take the hog. I can go all the way back to the base. Things aren't necessarily going to reset to where enemies are going to come back or anything like that. I can travel all the way up here to the fob. I can travel up to where this propaganda tower used to be, which is where I'm going to try and get my shield back. And in that little secret cave back in there, there's heat waves, cinder shots, sentinel beams, and so I plan on getting a cinder shot and see how well, see if it's effective on the monitor boss fight, Adjutant Resolution. Now, in the inside the spire, up the lift, there is going to be a standard regular sentinel beam. So when I was saying I want to take the arcane sentinel beam and the regular sentinel beam,
Can't stop thinking about all
I'm
the
going to be
cryptic stuff
carrying
Harbinger
the
said.
arcane sentinel beam
Whatever the
up the
endless
lift,
is, I think we'll
but
find out in that
my secondary
forum
weapon can be
structure.
whatever, because like I said, I'm going to carry the regular sentinel beam. There'll be one up there, and the ammo dispensers up there for boss fights, and you know, standard for boss fights, are pretty much unlimited. You can at will reload your weapons off of those dispensers. So here, I just want to get these guys killed so I don't have to deal with any kind of unnecessary or unwelcome problems going into the cave or coming out of that cave. And I did not like how that... Now, I didn't realize... I was surprised that my ghost was still there. He threw that nade, and that nade was a little close to the ghost, and I expected that ghost to be gone. Kind of lucky that it was still here. So in here is also dynamos. Yeah, and there's the sentinel beams. There's 3 cinder shots. You just pick up 2 of them. You pick the one up, touch the other, and it's full. Gonna speed this along. So currently carrying a full cinder shot and a full arcane sentinel beam.
place is exactly what you'd There we go. Plug me in over there. See? He seems friendly.
We'll see.
Did you say something? No? Then come. Come. There is much to see.
So for this fight, again, I can be a little indecisive with the weapons because there's options.
Get me to that terminal.
Ideally, I think I just, using the Sentinel Beam the Arcane Sentinel Beam is good for taking out the arms, but I'll use the shock rifle. I think Arcane, because of its limited range, got to be a little closer, and that works out fine. I mean, you can always just do it up close. And I was undecisive, like, do I want to use the Cinder Shot? And I figure I would just save the Cinder Shot for when all his arms are gone, and you just need to apply damage and get him killed. So I'm going to be going with the on here the shock rifle, but I think in other for future endeavors, I'm going to be going with the Sentinel Beam, taking out the arms, because it seems to take off the arms much more effectively. Also a good opportunity whenever you take an arm out and he's disabled for a moment, just grapple over and punch him and get your shield back. Ideally, you want to be shooting the arms on what would be your left side, looking on the left, because those get exposed around corners, and you can just shoot those without getting shot at. But I was shooting the opposite side, making it more difficult where he can get shot at. And when he folds the arms in, you don't want to bother shooting because it doesn't really do damage. And it was kind of odd. I walked up to punch him, and it didn't punch, so I had to go back and do it again. Very strange. Took a little damage, but I had a full shield. Yeah, I just kind of snagged and didn't want to let go. Grapple.
Please come out. You're delaying my work.
Let me get to the other side, get his outside arm.
Lower the shield, you infuriating machine.
Now I can go with the Cinder Shot.
Cease your interference immediately.
with the skulls that are on, especially really the two skulls that make the cinder shot more effective, is like the cowbell and boom. Seems to really add to its ability to just kill items with just one shot. So I wanted to at least give it a go to see how well it would work on the monitor. Now I can't get my shield back anymore. However, the mission, I can end the mission without a shield and begin the next mission with a shield. So Pelican down, I'll be able to start with the shield. So I just need to survive being shot by him. And that took him down. Got to do it a second time, because I think my sentinel beam was empty. So now it's full. Got to grab the other sentinel beam. I think I was considering taking the cinder shot, but I also realized that, and I think mainly because I hadn't experimented well enough with the Marines using the cinder shot
that's
from the
over.
vehicle.
Now get me to that plinth. I'll crack
So
this
I
spire
did get a
wide
chance to
open.
do that recently and realized that they hesitated to shoot a lot. They were inaccurate shooting. Many times it was just a layup. Here I just pointed right to them, here are the enemies, and they hesitated to shoot, just wouldn't shoot. And times that they finally did get to shoot, they would miss shots a lot. So it didn't go well, but it was a good thing I left the cinder shot behind, because it would have not turned out well. It's a
Well,
good
that's
decision
over.
that I made
Now
to
get me
take
to that
both
plinth.
both
I'll crack this
sentinel
spire
beams,
wide
and it worked out well. So here, wrapping up the last of this mission. Thanks for joining me for this mission, and I will be back for Pelican Down.